America's largest pet pharmacy.
And we'll continue with our great American panel. All right, is this retaliation? The Justice Department now is investigating whether Standard & Poor's credit ratings agency improperly rated dozens of mortgage securities in the years leading up to the financial crisis. Now, this couldn't possibly be connected to the recent downgrade as a punishment?
Actually, the downgrade came after the Justice Department started investigating.
You don't think there's a connection here, considering that Standard & Poor's signaled for a long time that they were heading in this direction?
Well, there's two things. I think there's absolute connection, and that's that Standard & Poor's was trying to protect itself by retaliating against the Justice Department for investigating. Retaliating. Secondly, Standard & Poor's. Why would
you retaliate against the Justice Department?
Because the Justice Department is investigating you, so you retaliate by trying to take down this administration by lowering. Take down the administration. That's what they're trying to do.
You think Standard & Poor's is not looking at $16.7 trillion in debt and saying America can't?
Sean, I think, and I wrote an article about this 2 years ago, well before downgrade talks began. I think Standard & Poor's was paid to rate a whole bunch of junk bonds by the same Wall Street instruments that were trying to peddle these junk bonds to people.
Here
Standard
we go.
& Poor's.
The Chicago way.
It's not the Chicago way.
Go after. And
I'm not just saying it. David Asman, I was on his show last week. He agrees with me. Come on, this is the people. You know, Standard & Poor's has no credibility. These rating agencies have zero
credibility. What does the White House do that isn't political? Everything that they've done for the entire 3 years has been political. I'll give you one small example that exemplifies everything. We were promised the most honest, open, transparent administration in history, that we would know every meeting that the White House had. But what we see is White House staffers cross the street, they go to the Caribou Coffee at 17th and Pennsylvania Avenue, and voila, no longer a White House meeting, therefore know about it. And the problem is the people who voted, registered to vote for the first time to vote for Barack Obama, believed the change that he promised, and it hasn't been delivered. That's why his numbers are falling faster than the prices in a Walmart ad.
How is that relevant to the fact that Standard & Poor's, with all due respect, got paid by the very same clients whose products they were rating? Seniors, the pension plans were investing in this. You're defending these rating agencies?
I am looking objectively. We cannot survive as a country when we borrow 40 cents of every dollar we spend. And under Barack Obama, take the worst year of the Bush debt, $400 billion. This year, $1.65 trillion. That is 4 times. That is the biggest debt, the biggest accumulation of it. Hang on, we got to get everybody else in here. In the country's history. We can't survive. Of course our credit rating is going to go down.
It's incredible to the people on the street. I mean, I'm a Tea Party person. You can't sign up, but you can hold up a sign. And basically, the people of the country are upset because they can add and subtract. And here's what we've got. We've got the Tea Party plan. I think there was 3 plans presented in Congress, and you still don't have a plan. Maybe we'll have a plan in September. So really, it comes down to trust. Trust is the parent of the economy. If you don't have trust, you don't have capital, and it's going to end.
All right, let me ask you this. Another topic. Ron Paul supporter, full-page ad in a local weekly in Austin, seeking any stripper, escort, or young hottie who has slept with Rick Perry. Is this a sign of things to come? We don't have a lot of time.
God, I hope not, because that's disgusting. If Democrats did it, I'd say the same thing. That's ridiculous. Come on.
There's an old line from Fat Albert. That's like school on Christmas. No class.
How's my Fat Albert?
That's pretty good. And I'm a New York Times bestseller author now, according to you, so everybody's happy.
All right, occasional mistake.
Well, I think this is a fun exercise. We're seeing a group of candidates that we were told were marred best. We were told by the left and the Democrats that they don't really have anybody to put up.
You support Ron Paul?
He can add and subtract, but I have some other candidates.
I think he's good on economic issues.
Yeah,
I would disagree with him a lot on foreign policy. I just can't. I can't agree with him. All right, guys. Good to see you. I got to hit my window. That's so important. I've been yelling at me all night. Hit the window. And that is all the time we have left this evening. As always, thank you for being with us. Let not your heart be troubled. Greta's next to go live on the record, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Greta.